Dollar. Dirt and money, no soul. Had to go and get it, ain't no time to kick it. Got a stack and flip for my foes. Dollar. Please tell me you can hear me. Don't turn your back and don't neglect me. Just let me know if you need me. Dollar. Let me watch out for my partners. Keep my money long, get my team strong. Let me run away from my problems.
Yo, what's good, original crew, man? We're back. Hey, man, we're back on the channel. We got another body cam. Oh, snap. I left it up there for you.
I read a little bit of it.
I read a little bit of
it. I read a good bit of it to know what we're doing.
Now we know a good bit of it. We got dying boyfriend's last words exposed his evil girlfriend. Mm-hmm. Hey, with that being said, before we get into it, make sure y'all check out the links in the description box.
Down below.
You already know where to go if you want to first support. You got to do is check out down below. Also, if you enjoyed today's video,
like it with a thumbs up.
We highly appreciate it, y'all. But let's go. Let's check this out. Let's see what's about. You ready?
I'm ready.
What's going on?
Got a lot of blood on the floor.
This is Jordan Kim, just moments after finding his roommate bleeding out on the floor of their Florida Keys home. And this is Brittany Holbrook. Within minutes, Brittany will tell the police that she had no idea how her boyfriend ended up shot in the back. But what investigators uncover tells a very different story. As the night unfolds, her account begins to shift from panic to confusion to self-defense. And by the time the truth starts to surface, detectives realize that this wasn't an accident after all. It was the beginning of one of the most tragic domestic murder cases the Florida Keys has ever seen.
Come on. It's bad. You mentioned that he had said something to you.
Yeah, but it's like the only two things he said was, please call 911, and then he said the other part.
I'll be forgetting this. I got to speed past that.
It was almost 3 a.m. on Saturday, June the 17th of 2023, when a call came in to the Moore County 911 system.
911, which location of your emergency?
Hi, my roommate is in pretty bad shape. He's hurt.
He's hurt?
He's hurt real bad. Yeah, there's a lot of blood on the
Okay, but what? There's a lot of blood? How did he get hurt?
There was an argument. We got woken up. I just know I need some help, please.
Okay, I'm going to send someone right now, but I need to know what's going on.
There's a good amount of blood on the floor.
Okay, did he cut himself? Did he hurt himself?
Yes.
He cut himself?
No, he's hurt. Please.
Okay, I'm sending help, but how did he start bleeding?
I don't know.
Did someone cut him? Did someone?
No.
You hear her in the background? Will she be able to read?
I don't know what happened, but I really need someone.
Okay, is he conscious and breathing?
In and out.
He's in and out? Where is the blood coming from?
Brittany, where is he bleeding from? In his back.
In his back?
In his back.
Do you see any weapons anywhere?
No, I do not.
A man was bleeding out, and his time was running short. Police officers and emergency crews were quickly dispatched to the scene. Maybe they could save him. Maybe they could find the answers to the questions of what had happened and who might be responsible.
Good, how are you?
Great. Yes.
What's going on?
I woke up. Got a lot of blood on the floor.
Okay.
She woke me up like half an hour ago, 15 minutes ago. I'm not sure exactly, but I've been sleeping. I don't know exactly what happened.
Okay, so you woke up and saw this?
I heard a scream.
You heard a scream?
She woke me up.
Who woke you up?
My roommate's girlfriend.
Okay.
And he's bleeding from somewhere in his back. I didn't hear a noise. I don't know what exactly happened.
Okay.
But there's a lot of blood on the floor, and he's like in and out of consciousness.
So you couldn't see his back. So the scream woke you up, or it woke you?
No, I heard her come down the hallway.
So his girlfriend is
yelled my name and screamed Jordan.
Okay.
This is Jordan Kim. He's a commercial fisherman who works out in the Gulf of Mexico. fishing for grouper and snapper. He came back in a couple of days early from a 2-week trip and spent the evening drinking on the downstairs patio with his 2 roommates, Tyler Newlish and Brittany Holbrook, a couple. Things have gone terribly wrong tonight, and he doesn't seem to fully understand what's happened. Upstairs, the scene is worse.
He's kind of out. He's
Got alcohol still in the system.
drunk,
He was asleep.
passed out, sleep.
So it really ain't even
And
hit
that's-
him. It was.
Because honestly, in my head, I'm like, shouldn't a gunshot woke you up? But when you passed out drunk, I don't know how drunk he probably could have been, but he could have been passed out
And then
drunk.
I don't know if you were heavy sleep, because I always tell my mom, I don't think if some like a noise like that.
And the house is a pretty nice size.
Well,
too.
yeah, and I don't know the
where
size, so
it's
never
up.
mind.
I don't know if it was upstairs or down, because it is a 2-story, so I don't, you know.
True.
Because at first I was like, how you even wake up to the... And then I started evaluating everything. I'm like, situational.
Yeah.
Come on. It's bad. All right. Don't know what's going on. She's holding pressure on a wound on the back that she won't let anyone see. And I took this.
Is it hot?
That's why I haven't checked yet. I was waiting to make sure somebody else was here first. Now it's not. No. But there is one missing.
Brittany is completely beside herself in anguish as the EMTs go to work on her boyfriend of 9 months. His blood covers her hands. Their dogs are worked up and crying out of a back room, out of the way of the emergency workers. They get Brittany out so they can work on the young man who is barely holding on to life.
So what happened?
I don't know.
You don't know?
I went to sleep. I don't know.
Why don't you go take a seat over there? Mike Papa, 37B MMP. On line G.
Shit, this happened in 2023, right?
Did you hear a gunshot? Huh?
No. I went to sleep.
Downstairs, as medics work to bring a gurney for Tyler, deputies begin talking with Jordan, the man who made the 911 call.
All right, so this was about 30 minutes ago.
What made you wake up then, Brittany?
Calling Jordan name.
If I went to sleep.
She ain't even been no sleep, child.
And also with the, like they said, is the barrel, like the thing hot?
It's hot.
It done cooled off because if he called at 3 in the morning, when was he...
Seriously, sure.
Especially for it to cool off. You know, how long has it been?
Is that right?
I mean, it's probably more like 10. It just happened real fast.
Right, I get it.
I was on the phone. I don't know how long before with 911.
Okay, yeah.
And it was probably maybe 3 minutes before that.
Okay.
When I was woken up. And trying to put it together, I didn't really realize what was all happening, and I still don't know. I just know he was bleeding from somewhere in his back.
Okay. So his girlfriend's, what's his girlfriend's name? Brittany. So you heard Brittany scream.
Yeah, she yelled, Jordan, please help.
And your name is Jordan?
Yes.
Okay. So Jordan, please help. You come out of your room. And then he just laying there on the ground.
She's holding him, laying on the ground.
She's holding him. Did you see did you see anything around, like a knife, any type of weapon at all?
I mean, I'm pretty sure there's a pistol, but I think I would have heard a shot.
There's a pistol?
I'm pretty sure.
Where's the pistol located?
I saw one on the floor when I came out of the room.
You saw a pistol on the floor when you came out of the room?
Yes.
Okay.
But not in the hallway, more just right in the living room out in the open. I know he has one, and I'm pretty sure she does, but I didn't hear any shots.
You didn't hear any
I have no
gunshot.
idea how exactly it happened.
Okay.
The police have noticed a large number of alcohol bottles scattered all over the downstairs veranda. They can smell it lingering in the air on this warm Florida Keys night. Could Jordan and Brittany have actually slept through the sound of a pistol going off in their own house?
I woke it up and I looked at him and talked to him for call it 1 or 2 seconds. He's I'm calling 911.
Yeah, no, that was a good thing to do. So you hear the scream from Brittany.
Yes.
You come out. She's saying, Jordan, help. He's laying on the ground. She's holding his head, holding his arm. How's she holding
him by his back, trying to keep him upright a little bit.
So he was to sit him upright?
And I could see nothing on his stomach.
Only the blood was coming from his back?
Somewhere in his back.
But was there a shirt? He had a shirt on?
No, shirt was off.
Could you see the wound on his back or no?
Not.
She was covering, because she was holding him up?
Gotcha. Okay. But you didn't hear any gunshots? Did you hear any fighting and nothing?
No. Something happened outside.
Yeah.
Like I was.
Are they known to be violent before? No past at all?
No, I've never had anything weird with them, and I've lived with them for about a year, and I've known both of them for at least a few years.
I got you.
Jordan may have made the call to 911, but at least in the eyes of the officers upstairs, he is their leading suspect at the moment.
Yeah, they are. That's what I said. I knew they was on.
I knew so as well.
From the jump, they was gonna look at him.
Yeah.
Always.
The lighter. Right. Yeah. You might just like put your hands on your head for a second and stretch it out real quick just for safety.
That's my hands, child.
Where is you said the gun was in the hallway or the room?
I saw one when I was on the phone and it came out.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it was right in the floor, in between him.
Damn. Cause he signaled. Did you see the officer? He signaled that he was gonna put him in cuffs.
One when I was on the phone and it came out.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it was right in the floor, in between him. And I saw some kind of holster.
Okay.
Just for right now?
Yep.
Alright, we're gonna figure out what's going on.
Okay.
Upstairs, a devastated and distraught Brittany is having a hard time piecing together the incident for detectives who have arrived on the scene.
You went to sleep and what happened?
I went to sleep.
Okay, and then you woke up?
I woke up to this.
Okay, and what did you see? This? Just him laying on the floor? Bleeding? Okay.
Didn't they say she was holding a wound? And then Jordan said it was a lot of blood. Her hands pretty clean. So she done washed her hands several times.
Is he okay?
I have no idea what's going on. She looked wet. Her hair was wet too.
Oh. Shower?
Okay. Were you... who is he to you?
That's my boyfriend.
That's your boyfriend? Who's that?
My roommate.
Your roommate? Okay. How long have you all been living together?
9 months.
9 months. How long have you known him for?
2 years.
2 years.
This might be a good time to take a look at the relationships between the three residents of this home. Jordan and Tyler had met a couple of years before. Jordan, who had his own fishing boat, got to know Tyler, who worked for a local boat maker. At the time, Tyler was living with Brittany and her then-boyfriend. After Brittany's relationship took a rocky turn, she left with Tyler and the two became a couple. Brittany earned her living by managing a board hut where people rented out paddleboards and kayaks near the beach. The two found this house to rent and invited Jordan to rent out a second bedroom there, splitting the $3,600 a month rent 3 ways. Jordan's job often took him out to sea for 2 to 3 weeks at a time, so it was an ideal situation for the young couple. For Jordan, it gave him a place to hang his hat and to rest when he came back to land. Now, their little place in paradise seems to have come crashing down. Downstairs, they're trying to get a better understanding of what happened from Jordan. They need to get his side of the story before bringing Brittany downstairs. In situations like this, it is vitally important that the witnesses don't get a chance to speak to each other. Any inconsistencies between their stories could be clues as to what actually happened. There is no sign of an intruder, and it seems unlikely that Tyler would have shot himself in the back and then discarded the gun nearby.
You didn't hear any gunshot, nothing like that?
I had the TV on quite quietly and half asleep, but I think I would have heard something unusual.
Yeah.
I'm a fisherman and live on a boat half the year. I've heard some weird noises when the opposites.
That's all I got for right now, right?
Upstairs, they are still trying to calm Brittany down and learn what she saw and heard. Brittany is extremely worried about Tyler and whether or not he's going to make it. She wants information, but the officers have to get as much information as they can as quickly as possible from her.
Is he okay?
I wonder why did the previous relationship end before Tyler? Because Tyler was previously roommate. You know what I'm saying? I wonder what.
I have no idea. The medical staff is doing what they... All right, no, you can't go inside, okay? So you were asleep. What made you get up? Did you hear something?
I don't know.
You just woke up.
I don't know.
Okay. Was anybody else in the house besides your roommate, or?
I don't know.
Don't know. Okay. What time did you go to sleep?
I don't know.
Don't know. Okay. Were you aware at all he had a gun, or no?
I have no idea.
No. Okay. When you went to sleep, was he sleeping with you, or was he still up?
I don't know what the fuck is going on.
Oh shit.
I don't know.
That's an easy answer, right? Everybody,
Yes,
that's an
yes,
easy
yes.
answer. I don't know what the fuck going on. Answer the question.
Can I get your first and last name?
You was just answering an easy question.
What is that?
What is it? You gotta.
Is he okay?
Hey, like I
Trying to
said
distract.
before, they're taking care of him. They're doing what they gotta do with him. All right. So
Finally, the paramedics have Tyler ready to leave. He's barely holding on to life, and they will have to get him down the stairs and to a nearby ambulance. If there's any chance at all for his survival at this point, it will require a near miracle.
What's going on?
they're taking him to the hospital
Why?
because he was bleeding.
Why? I got one by name of Durian Bird out of Florida.
What is going on? My dogs are in there.
Yeah, just leave them be for now, okay? First name's gonna be Tyler, Tango, Yankee, Lima, Romeo. Echo, Romeo. Last name is gonna be. Is it NU? NU, correct?
Now that Tyler and the medical workers are clear of the building, crime scene preservation becomes the biggest task for the law enforcement officers. A protesting Brittany is escorted downstairs, her dogs left behind, still in a closed-up back room of the house. Once downstairs, she'll be sat in one of the chairs there, away from Jordan. Sheriff's deputies will be assigned to watch them to prevent any cross-talking. As they wait, the sun begins to rise on a Saturday morning in the Florida Keys. Roosters begin to crow in the distance, and the time begins to weigh on the two. Jordan, used to long waits as a fisherman, handles it well and calms down. Brittany calms, but seems more tortured by what happened, and strangely, a bit put off by it all. Outside of the house, a mobile command center has been brought in for the detectives to work from. They are now better able to coordinate the information coming in and keep control of their crime scene. Then, the information comes in from the local hospital that changes everything. Tyler has died from his wounds. The case has now gone from assault and potentially domestic violence to murder. After another check upstairs in the house, it's time for the two witnesses to be spoken with individually.
Jordan?
Yes.
Go next Costa at the sheriff's office. Can we chat for a little bit? Sure. Has anyone here told you about your buddy?
No, I've been asking, but no.
Sorry to tell you, he passed away.
Oh my. I had a feeling that's why they weren't saying that.
Out of earshot from Brittany now, Jordan has more information to offer up. They begin by letting him reconstruct the night from the beginning, starting from when he had just gotten home.
Were your roommates upstairs home?
We were all downstairs until probably 10:30 is probably when I went up and started watching TV, something like that.
So you got home at 7 and just hung out on the patio there underneath the stilts?
Yeah.
Were you guys all drinking?
Yeah.
How much do you think you guys had?
I mean, I can't speak for them. I don't think. I know Tyler had maybe 5 or 6 beers. I probably had a little more because that was when I was working on the boat earlier in the day. But I definitely less than 9.
Kind of
and her, I don't know.
Is that average for you guys?
I mean, for me, similar, but for him, no, not as often.
Okay. How often does he drink?
I'm not gonna couple weeks. He's had a really bad cold, so I know he hasn't for at least a couple weeks, is my guess. I just got back the night before last, and I was gone for 10 days, so I don't know.
Sure. Okay. Do they have any problems? How's the relationship?
I mean, it's usually pretty good, but they definitely have their little issues here and there.
Do you remember what the latest issue was?
I don't know what causes it usually, besides usually the drinking mixed between the two of them. It's usually her side more than his. Like, I'm not like claiming for this forever, but yeah, just like since I've lived with them, I maybe saw like 3 somewhat yelling arguments, like nothing physical ever, like, but there was one other time where like she woke me up in the middle of the night, similar to this, but obviously just nothing had happened, you know, and it had nothing to do with him. She was just out of her mind that night, and like nothing bad happened. I kind of just took it as a wash, and like we talked about it the next day, and it was like a joke over a broken cell phone that I think she threw his, or vice versa, I forget exactly. I didn't really see it, I just heard it. But that was normally it's perfect, you know, I just...
When you said she was out of her mind that night, what do you mean? Like...
Just, certain people that drink seem to not handle it as well, or whether it's a long day of drinking and the two of them both drinking together all day, I just sense, you know, just out of her mind as in not normal herself.
Sensing a troubling pattern, they press Jordan for more information.
Like, not functioning properly, just not making sense, talking, stuff like that.
And do you think that's the alcohol, or do you think there's something else going on?
No, I think it's probably mostly the alcohol, because the only time that it's like when they go out on the little boat and they're out together the whole day on a weekend. And then they come back and drink a little bit here, and I feel like that whole day thing is just no good.
Yeah, all day out drinking in the sun on the boat, and come back and it keeps going.
Yep.
So when you got home last night, were they downstairs already?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay. And they were already drinking?
She was, he wasn't.
How was the mood when you
Great.
walked home?
It was great. Everybody was getting along fine. I felt like it was a normal good night, you know?
And you were downstairs drinking until what time about?
I'd say around 10:30ish was my guess. And I went and watched a couple episodes of TV, and I was pretty well asleep when I heard her screaming, and she's the one who woke me up. And I don't know how to even picture it. It just makes me sick. I can't say what happened because I don't know. But he was coherent when I came by him, and I just was seeing the blood, and it's just, I saw a pistol. I don't even know what happened. I just saw a lot of blood. But I did see a gun sitting there in a holster, which I'm pretty sure was hers. I never heard the shot. If that's what happened, I didn't get woken up by that. I got woken up by her yelling, and instantly I tried to look at him in the face, and that's when I called 911. I didn't know what happened because I couldn't see anything on the front side. I might have saw the blood around him, so I knew there was something in the backside, you know. And the little bit I got out of him, I didn't see it. I don't know what happened, but I heard him say that bitch shot me in the back.
They try to get Jordan to focus on those last moments with Tyler.
When you first got up to him, how with it was he?
What's that?
How coherent was he when you first got up to him?
Very, very little. He was trying to move a little bit, just talked a little bit, but it was mostly you could just see it, and he would try to move his head, and his head would just fall back, and I could see him try to open his eyes, but it was definitely not couldn't stand up on his own by any means or anything like that.
And where is she?
She was behind him, kind of cradling him.
So he was on his back. Did she lift him up to get behind him, or was she just...
Yeah, yep.
Okay.
A couple times. And that's when, yeah, I knew it was pretty bad because she kind of was trying to get him to wake up, and he fell, and his head hit the tile, nothing hard, but I could tell he wasn't in control of his body that well.
And then he reiterated the damning statement.
And you mentioned that he had said something to you. When was
Yeah,
that?
but it's I didn't see nothing. I just know what he said. because I was trying to figure out what the hell happened. And I'm pretty sure he said that bitch shot me in the back.
Where was she when he said that?
Right there.
Did you notice anything about her?
Nope.
And
I wonder, like, how, like, because he, before, had been drinking a lot, went to sleep, obviously was in a good amount of deep sleep, because, it sounded like he fell asleep while watching TV. And you get woke up out of your sleep to panic. And so now I'm like having a panic wake up, and then I might not be processing everything. And so he's probably not looking at her to see
if it was a reaction,
because everything's still kind of a blur. That's like how you said your mom sleeps so deep, and then you wake your mom up and she like, and you would try to tell her something important. She ain't paying you, and she's still trying to understand what's going on, especially in the middle of your sleep. Not at the end of your sleep, but in the middle. Yeah. Most people can't remember everything.
I'm like, Mom, you understand? I'm like, no, you don't. No,
and so him having to wake up and immediately jump into action.
Yes, it's kind of
especially after still being possibly.
And then something so shocking and traumatic like this, you like.
Because a lot of people don't remember a lot, even in a shocking situation.
And keeping my alcohol still involved.
Yup.
You know what I'm saying? It's still in your system, so it's just a lot happening.
Yeah.
How long after you made that statement did the first patrol guys show up?
A minute to 2 minutes. It was right when I was on the phone.
Did he say anything else? Was he still?
No, he did say one other thing. Like when I first said, like, Tyler, what happened? What happened? He's like, just call 911, and that's what I called. And then he said the other part. But that's the only two things he said was, please call 911, which I was already gonna do, but it was like.
Jordan would willingly provide a written version of his statement and be subjected to swab test for gunshot residue. Yeah. The detectives would then open up one of the police vehicles and give him a place to sit out of the sun. In the meantime, they also sat down to speak with Brittany. The time alone downstairs has given her some clarity, and now she begins telling a story of waking up in the night to an aggressive and angry Tyler. She has told one deputy that Tyler grabbed her by the throat and attempted to strangle her while keeping her pinned against a bedroom wall.
She been in her head that whole time.
Trying to come up
with a story.
You know what? I'm going to do like some, I'm going to say self-defense type of thing. He tried to do.
I kind of hate that they took so long to interview her. Yeah. Because they does get her so long.
And that's also why when the officer was trying to ask her questions in that moment, she like trying to deflect.
She couldn't say nothing because her mind is going 1,000 miles per hour trying to come up with a way.
I don't want to say the wrong thing, so let me. Yeah, she's just been thinking and thinking and thinking. The sun up now. That's hours of thinking.
Yeah, and it's up. It ain't like break of dawn like 6, 7 o'clock. No, it's about. I wonder it was like 9 or 10 because the sun is out.
So, at this point, we've kind of remembered that you're fighting to survive at this point. You said that it was getting hard to breathe when he was choking you?
I don't understand why any of this is happening. I don't understand why any of this is happening.
I don't know. I mean, it seems like crazy, violent encounter. I mean, obviously it's scary. When you were up against the wall there, where were you? Like still next to the bed? No? How far away from the bed do you think you were?
I was on the other wall by the window.
Wall by like the back window? And where's the bed in relation to that back window? We haven't been inside to check it out yet.
And like you said, I heard the window washed though.
Okay. So which way does the bed go? Like this way in the house? The head is over here. Okay. And so the foot of the bed is over here, and the back window's there. Okay, where are you?
On this wall.
On the wall. Okay. Do you think you were within like arm's reach of the nightstand?
I don't know. I think I was trying to get away.
Sure.
I just don't know why or what was going on, but I think he just kept trying to strangle me, like, over and over again.
Like, you felt him squeezing over and over again, or did you get away and then he grabbed you again over and over again?
Both.
All right.
The detective shows empathy for Brittany. He tries to keep her telling the story.
I mean, I can see how you're doing anything you can to get away from him.
I have to get away from him is the thing. Like, he's the most kind person.
Well, not at this moment.
Would you say that if somebody just tried to kill you?
Is they the most kind person?
That's
So
more.
they kind?
That's more somebody who has showing little empathy or showing regret, remorse. That's the word I'm looking for. More remorse. He's the kindest person. That's how you speak of somebody. You know what I'm saying? Not somebody who's you just said literally was trying to kill.
Is it true remorse or is it regret? Because even remorse, I'm not about to sit up here and lie either about a whole story if it never happened. So, but we don't know. Well, I don't know what happened, but I'm just saying. But my subconscious is like knowing in the back of my like he is a kind person and I was the aggressor. So now I'm like conflicted with telling this story, but also knowing that he didn't actually do anything to deserve this. So you know what I'm saying? So I don't know what's going through her head. I'm just saying.
True that.
But yeah.
Because I just also you could have said that in the beginning and they could have checked your neck out.
And I was thinking that as well. I was like, that should have been the first thing. What happened? What led up to this? So that they could take pictures.
I know some lawyers say boom, boom, boom. But in a situation like that, I would want to show that have strangulation, especially if he's strangling you to the point where you couldn't breathe and you're possibly about to die. That means those indentation marks, and the longer we wait, the longer your body has time to heal, and so those markers might end up going away. Mm-hmm. So we need to show those immediately as soon as possible. I'm thinking, but again, I'm no lawyer, but it's just on some common sense kind of type of thing. But that's the reason why the lawyers know the law, and the law ain't always common sense. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know what a lawyer would tell you to do in a situation like this, but it just makes, I don't know.
I mean, you're in fight or flight mode right there if somebody's strangling you.
He was fucking strangling me.
I mean, that's crazy.
But it hasn't even been 12 hours yet. Let me see your neck. But also, I've seen several times she's like this, and I'm like, are you trying to bruise your own neck?
Yeah, I peeped that too, but I don't know.
At that point, it doesn't matter who it is to you. You're trying to get out of there alive.
Could this have been a case of self-defense rather than murder? The detective keeps offering this option to her.
Did you reach over to the nightstand and grab the gun to scare him?
The only thing where I'm like in my head, I'm like, I just wouldn't deem it self-defense is because he was shot in the back. So,
regardless. Yeah.
So my thing in that, like, because it is a thing, like, okay, in that moment, in the heat of that moment, if, like, say, for instance, he was, like, shot somewhere in the front of him or whatever, because y'all face to face, so you feel like he was a threat at that moment. You know what I'm saying? But for him to be shot in the back, his back was turned to you, no longer a threat, or walking away from you, no longer a threat. So in that moment, you know what I'm saying? So I don't know how, like, you know, the court and, like you said, attorneys and stuff like that, how they whatever. But I'm just thinking.
Yeah.
I don't know. I would never want to hurt him ever. I don't know. Like, I don't know if I did. I don't remember. I remember holding him and kissing him.
So she doesn't want to admit that I pulled the trigger.
Because I'll tell you, if I'm in a fight for my life and I can reach over and grab a gun in a nightstand,
I would never shoot a person. I would never, like...
Well, so what's the purpose of having... Because the gun is yours. Mm-hmm. I would never shoot a person. So, also, so if your life is in danger, even if you own a gun that is there to protect you, you wouldn't use it even then? Mm. Doesn't make sense. Because at the end of the day, what's the purpose of even having a weapon then?
Yeah.
You gonna pump fake? That's gonna make someone even more irate if knowing, oh, she ain't gonna use that motherfucker. Let me take it. I don't.
Pretty good way to scare somebody off, even just holding it, grabbing it. Now, I'm not saying you have to grab it to shoot him, but if you can reach it and he knows you have it, he might back up.
I don't know what happened.
Was this just a momentary lapse of reason for Tyler, or was he secretly a monster? The detective had to find out, but there were inconsistencies popping up, not just in her story, but in the physical realities that he could see.
He's never had any violent tendencies in the past?
Yeah.
He has? What happened?
He did that before.
He did that? How long ago was that?
Like 4 or 5 months ago.
Okay. Did you call us?
He, I was able to just get away from him and go back to bed, and he was blacked out. I don't know.
How did you get away from him that time?
I had pushed him off of me, and I think I scratched him on his neck or something. Pushed him. I don't know.
Was he that drunk last night?
I don't know. He
What did you know?
He hasn't really drank since that last time. And I just don't know. Yeah, I would assume so, because he definitely drink a lot, I would say, for sure.
You think that's what switches him from kind, cuddly boyfriend, kind of crazy?
The only thing. He's a wonderful human being otherwise. He would never hurt anyone unless he was defending his family. You know? Never. It's not him at all.
So the last time he was super drunk, and this time he was drinking for the first time in a while.
So now we have a new picture forming. Could Tyler have tried to strangle Brittany in a drunken rage, only to have her shoot him in self-defense? That would dovetail in with Jordan saying Tyler's last words to him were that Brittany had shot him. Something still wasn't sitting right. The detective dives back into Brittany's story, trying to really discern how intense the fight became between the two before the shooting.
When you were up against the wall, did you see a look in his eye that you didn't remember? That was weird?
I don't know. He kept screaming at me, saying things that, like, weren't making sense. Like, calling me, like, you slut, and saying that, like, he was gonna teach me a lesson, and that, like, just shit that made no sense at all. And he was just like, look at what you're doing to me. And I was like, I'm not doing anything at all. It makes no sense. It's not making any sense. Like, just go back to bed. Like, and then I'm just screaming, like, trying to make a noise so that Jordan could hear me. Anyone. Like, I don't know what to do at that point.
Sure.
Fuck.
But didn't Jordan say, like, when it came down to, hey, have they had any kind of pattern or DV? He said no. He has never seen anything.
He has never seen anything with his own eyes, like, for real. They argue and stuff like that, but he is gone for long periods of time, too.
But I'll say this. Me experiencing people in relationship with DV, yeah, some people they're in the beginning stages, they hide it, right? Mm-hmm. But Jordan would have possibly came and had conversations with you, said, "Hey, this happened between me and," you know what I'm saying? Because Jordan possibly, right? But at some point, you would have seen something.
But what's so crazy
that would have been a red flag. You know what I'm saying?
I agree with you. But like Jordan said, again, we're not there. We don't know for sure.
Yeah, true.
But even when he said when they argue, when the things that he has seen, she's the aggressor.
True.
So I don't. So
True.
that's just you know, I don't know.
Tyler would never hurt me. Like, it's not him.
He would never hurt. That's her subconscious coming, and it's speaking through her own mouth, and she can't control it. He would never hurt me. How can you sit up here and say he would never hurt me, but you said 4 to 5 months previously before he tried to strangle me and I was able to push him off.
Mm-hmm.
Then that doesn't mean that he would never hurt me. He has tried to hurt me before.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the reason why I was scared and I had to go for the gun.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
There's a physical piece of evidence that is telling a different story than the one Brittany is sharing. He's giving her every chance to dig a deeper hole for herself because he's noticed for all of her story of a mighty and life-threatening struggle, she shows no signs of one. Noticing there was no bruising around her neck nor scratches, her eyes showed no signs of petechia, the breaking of tiny blood vessels in the whites of the eyes, and the eyelids caused by strangulation. In fact, the only signs of hand-to-hand injuries was a swollen and blackened eye that officers noted on Tyler as he was being worked on. There really wasn't any question left in the detective's mind at this point. Not only had Brittany shot Tyler, but her story of self-defense was not stacking up. Brittany would be booked and held for trial with a bond set at $750,000. It would be late February 2025 before she would stand trial for the second-degree murder with a firearm of Tyler Newlish. During the investigative process leading up to the trial, numerous friends of the couple would be contacted to find out about the people involved, their lifestyles, and the love they shared. They painted a very different portrait of the couple than Brittany did.
Hello?
Hello?
Hi, my name is Detective Scott Costa. I work for the Monroe County Sheriff's Office. I'm trying to contact Maritza Pietrobono.
Oh, yeah.
Is this Marissa?
Yes.
Hey, Marissa. I just want to see if you might have a couple minutes to chat with me about Tyler Newlish.
Oh, okay.
Can you tell me a little bit about the relationship between Tyler and Brittany?
Yeah, so I knew Tyler. I had met him a few years back when I visited Key West. I did not know Brittany very well. I had only met her, I think, 1 or 2 previous times, briefly, and it was all close to the date, that she murdered him. Mm-hmm. And I had hung out with her that week, really close. I think it was within a few days of the incident happening.
Uh-huh.
She would go on to detail an afternoon spent with the woman where Brittany showed up and then drove them to a local bar. It was on the way out she realized that Brittany was heavily intoxicated. At the bar, a sloppily drunk Brittany would turn vicious and then begin talking about her ex-boyfriend.
So we went to Hogfish, and so we were at Hogfish, and she was talking about her ex-boyfriend, and very aggressively and very angrily, and talking about their relationship, how much she hated him, how she wanted to kill him, and saying all this crazy stuff. And she was crying about how Tyler saved her, and she loved Tyler so much. And I was like, I agree, I love Tyler. The bartender looking at me, I'm kind of giving side eye, yeah, I need to get her home. And I did not want her to drive anymore, so I was saying, that if Tyler could come pick us up, or DJ was offering to get us an Uber. My boyfriend is DJ. So I made sure that she messaged Tyler to come pick us up there, and she did. And she kept dropping her purse on the floor, things like that. So we walked over to the docks, and when we were there, I made sure that she called Tyler again, and I actually spoke with Tyler, and I was like, Tyler, I'm so sorry if you could come. And he was so nice about it. He was just a doll, and really, kind and sweet, and was like, yeah, of course I'll come, pick you guys up. And she was just so hammered at the docks as well. It was I got we did not even drink the beers at Hogfish, and then I got us 2 light beers at the docs, knowing that I didn't want her to drink, I didn't want her to do any shots or have any more alcohol. And when we were there, she was crying to me again about how much she loved Tyler. He saved her life. She was so happy to be with him. She was kind of hanging all over me, almost trying to like kiss me, just very intoxicated behavior. The bartenders were kind of laughing. I was laughing, saying, okay, we're going to go home now. And Tyler picked us up.
And then the story turned again. This time, Brittany's alcohol-fueled anger turned on Tyler.
And when we were walking back, I was so happy to see him. And we were walking in like the parking lot area, and she ran and jumped on his back, like being playful, trying to jump on him, but he almost fell because we didn't know it was coming. She was like a raging bull, like went and jumped on him. He almost fell over, and was like, "Oh, come on, Britt, remember, you did that before, and you almost, I fell on my face or something." And then she got really pissed off and was like, "You're a fucking faggot," excuse my language. And she was punching him in the arm and calling him a faggot and saying, "Come on, you can't like pick me up and stuff." And I was like, I was trying to make it funny because it was uncomfortable. I was like, everyone's gay in Key West, so we're fine, like making jokes. And Tyler was laughing, I was laughing. And we finally got Brittany in the car. She sat in the front seat, and I walked around, I gave Tyler a hug, and I was like, "I'm so sorry." I was like, "I'm not, drunk. I'm not intoxicated. I did not get her this way." I didn't want him thinking like we went out and got all fucked up, because that wasn't the case. And he said, "No, Marissa, it's totally fine. Like, she was drinking before. This isn't my first time. It's fine. I'm not mad at you or anything. You're not in trouble." I was like, "Okay."
This kind of behavior would be remarked on time and time again by other friends and acquaintances. As detectives spoke with each, a picture became very clear that Tyler, far from being a domestic abuser, was actually the victim of one. A pattern became very apparent. When Brittany drank, she drank to excess, and when she did, Tyler became her punching bag, each attack becoming more and more vicious. And most times, the anger wasn't stemming from him, but from her past relations, many of whom may have suffered her wrath in their own time. When it finally came to trial, Brittany's...
I was hoping they had interviewed the former previous boyfriend just to see her dynamic and see how she is in relationship. I thought we was... I'm sure they did. We just ain't got it in this,
When it finally came to trial, Brittany's defense attorneys argued that her actions were the result of a trauma that she had suffered early in her life. The argument did not sway the jury in the week-long trial. It took them less than an hour to find her guilty. She would be sentenced to 40 years in prison. Due to the use of a firearm in a crime, she will not be eligible to receive any time off of the sentence for the first 25 years that she serves. Brittany is now serving her time at the Homestead Correctional Institution. It's far from the life she probably had envisioned for herself in the Florida Keys, but her drinking and her rage took that away from her, as sure as the promising life was taken away from Tyler Newlish. We would like to extend our deepest sympathies to the family and loved ones of Tyler Newlish, a young man taken far too soon.
Rest in peace to Tyler.
Then what? How does this end regardless? Like, do I go and sit in jail?
Well, we have to do our investigation and find out who did this to him.
Yeah.
But I'm going to be 100% honest with you. At this point, it looks like you did.
Yeah. Well, I think we all got that part.
Yeah. Well, that's just me being honest with you.
So then what, like, I sit in jail awaiting a trial for murder?
Well, if you can tell us exactly what happened leading up to, maybe there's something that we can do for you. Maybe we can talk to someone for you.
She don't care,
she
bro.
Don't care. She ain't had no real remorse.
Nah. For
and
what,
I don't care
though?
about whatever you, like,
well,
you don't take somebody, what?
I was just saying for what, though? And I guess it's just due to of her being intoxicated. She can't handle her liquor. Because other than that, there's no excuse of why she did what she did. Right?
No. You know, and if you did deal with something, which I don't know what your past situations, but he is not that person or that past, or he's not inflicting anything on, like, he didn't deserve for you to take his life.
Not
just because, one, you can't handle your liquor, your alcohol, and taking whatever anger you have built up out on him for what. But yeah, rest in peace to Tyler though.
Yeah, man, that's tragedy, bro. You
Very
tried to.
So.
It's so fucked up because he was trying to be, aka quote unquote, for lack of a word, your hero, your savior, somebody that, you know what I'm saying, like, oh, like, and he didn't. Man, that's crazy, bro.
Or just being a nice, genuine boyfriend that actually probably cared about you. 9 times out of 10, he did care. Also,
probably just seen what you went through with your, because he was your roommate with your previous boyfriend. He probably didn't. That sucks, bro.
We don't. Yeah, I just leave it at that. No. But we don't really even know anything for real about your previous, for real. But yeah, that's effed up though.
But y'all spam us up. Y'all let us know y'all thoughts about it for us in the comments down below, man. But until next time, y'all know how to go, man. I do go by the name DJ New Kid. This is
Sierra Nicole.
We are.
Kid and C.
We are.
No time to kick it, got a stack of flip for my foes. Dollar. Please tell me you can hear me. Don't turn your back and don't neglect me. Just let me know if you need me. Dollar. Let me watch out for my partners. Keep my money long, get my team strong. Let me run away from my problems.